Alright everybody, welcome back to Tiger Woods 2014. We're doing Legends of the Majors. And so I counted, and there's 62 of these. We did 10, so there'll probably be about 6 videos. I'm going to try to do at least 10 each, and then I guess one of them will have 2 extra, so. Yeah, 1942. At the 1942 Masters, an 18-hole playoff stirred an old rivalry. Ben Hogan and Byron Nelson first met as caddies and found themselves facing off at the Masters. Hogan started fast in the playoff, taking a 3-stroke lead after 5 holes, but Nelson played those remaining holes in 5 under, taking the trophy and holding the title until 1946, when the tournament would resume after World War II. Recreate Hogan's stellar start on the first 5 holes in the playoff. Win 1 under, in Legend is 3 under. So yeah, they did put quite a bit into these extra modes in 13 and 14, which is a huge step up from what they had been doing the last probably since 2006 or 7. There hasn't been much besides just the career mode. And of course online play.
This
but
wasn't the first time that Byron Nelson got the best of the Hawk. Hogan and Nelson both grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, and when they were in their mid-teens, Nelson defeated Hogan to win the club's caddy championship tournament at Glen Garden.
But yeah, if you aren't someone who plays online, at least back then, which I was not. Oh, thank God it's not the old vignette thing. All you had was career mode, you know, from, I think it was 2006 onward. Six to 12, I think. Because 12, the big thing was just that they had the Masters. It wasn't really that, it wasn't all this extra stuff that they had. It was they have the Masters now. And then I know Roy McIlroy had other stuff. I know there's like this night golf challenge thing. I don't 100% know what it's all about though. So I'll be interested to see. If that was left just another foot. Oh, that was bad. Alright, we got away with it. I hit that really bad. It was going to be crazy if we didn't birdie the par 5, needing to get to 3 under through 5. And as long as these challenges, like, they don't have a ton of, you know, or even, you know, a little bit, if they don't have any, like, play all 18, you know, we should be able to get these done like I want, you know, 10 of them per part. It'll probably be around an hour each time. Because the first time that I get to a thing from now on that it's like, oh, I need to have, like, spin on for this, I'm just going to change it right away after the first attempt. Ooh. Yeah, I figured that wind was going to really take it. Oh, I think that was close. The question of these is always, are they going to break that little bit, or are they just going to stay dead straight, you know? Okay. We need one birdie? No, we're good. We just need a par. Okay. Oh wow, the wind did nothing. That was weird. Was it because it's so low? Oh. That's okay. We just needed the par. (1946). As he rode a train into St. Andrews, he looked out a window and spotted something. Say, Sneed said, that looks like an old abandoned golf course. That old course was St. Andrews, and while Sneed would play the Open Championship only 5 times in his long career, he won his only claret jug in 1946. Sneed prevailed by a full 4 strokes. Sam Snead managed to make under par on both par 5 holes at St. Andrews, try to recreate his score, win, even, legend, 2 under. Should be able to do that, hopefully.
Slammin' Sammy was known for being an exceptionally long driver during his time, especially into the wind, which allowed him to take advantage of the par 5s on link-style courses.
Alright, so we're gonna have to birdie it the hard way. It's weird that it stopped on this slope, but okay. Wind in our face. Hitting the driver should help with the wind. Pulled it. So it did not help. Alright, not bad. What the hell? I knew it wasn't gonna break. God damn it. I hate that so much about this game. Like, they actually have the pace right, but they didn't get any of the break right at all. Like, that was a dead straight putt, and it broke a good bit. Like the bees have to be moving really fast for there to be any break in it
Slammin'
at all.
Sammy was known for being an exceptionally long driver during his time, especially into the wind, which allowed him to take advantage of the par 5s on link-style courses.
Wind didn't do anything? Okay. It's crazy when the wind does and doesn't do stuff. Like, oh, it moved it 15 yards left in a 5-mile-an-hour wind. 12-mile-an-hour wind. Didn't move it an inch. All right. This last one's a tough pin location, but still. Let's see if we can get this there. Nope. Well, it did get on, actually. There you go. Second try at 3 under. (1951) Trailing Robert Ski Regal by a stroke after 3 rounds, Ben Hogan shot a 4 birdie and no bogey 68 on Sunday to win by 2, capturing his first Masters title in 1951. Win 2 under, legend 4 under. 2, 3, 8, and 13. So birdie all 4.
Starting the final round 1 shot behind, Hogan needed to get off to a fast start against Rigel, who was playing a couple of hours ahead of him. And Hogan did just that on the first 9, with 3 birdies, and then solid golf on the second side to eventually win by 2 shots.
Alright, 4 through 4 is what we need to do. Par 5 on the first one, though. Oh. I can't putt through that. Let's just see what happens. I'll just restart it if something, doesn't get through it. No, okay. I did add some power to that, even though it was down the hill. Got through it actually pretty good. I do like that so far, at least, you don't need to get legend, except for maybe maybe it's a trophy or something to get them all in legend. Because that stupid ass double eagle one is ridiculous. Par 5. What the? Alright. Alright, I'll take it. Let's hit that down slope. How the hell did I hit a 3 with? It's downhill, wind into us. I'm gonna try and go mostly like try and hit a decent wedge into here. Might still be too close. Overswing it. Alright, it's pretty good. And that's what I'm talking about. I moved it to the left a touch. And it misses on the right. When I move it the same amount on a putt that's breaking literally 5 times more, and it'll miss on the left side. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying the putting in this one just doesn't really make any sense. The break is just... I didn't realize I had to press A. The break is just so inconsistent. But whatever. 1951 again. In the final, Sam Snead dominated Walker Burkimo with a 7-6 victory. Snead won 5 of the first 6 holes, starting with an eagle, 2 birdies, and 3 pars. The match came to an end at the 30th hole. Snead's secret in winning was his play on the front side, where he was 24 under. It would be his 3rd PGA Championship. Recreate Snead's scores on the first 3 holes. Win with even par, legend 2 under. Man, it's crazy to see, ever since like the PGA Tour or majors and stuff like that has started, you know, how much tournament golf, I should say once tournament golf started, how much it's actually changed in the sport. Because when you look at a lot of other sports from the time tournament stuff started happening.
End of an era in which 9 of the 18 PGA champions won the championship more than once. In the next 19 years, until Jack Nicklaus broke the streak in 1971, 19 different winners would be crowned PGA champion.
But other sports, from like what I know about other sports, and it's not much, they haven't changed nearly this much. Like, going from 36 holes in one day and that's the whole tournament, to playoffs being, 36 holes, to now it's just you'll play hole 18, and if nobody wins, you play the next one. You play hole either 17 or you'll play 18 again or something. I can't remember. But I mean, it wasn't that long ago that they've changed to it, because it used to be you're going to play 18 holes again, like when Tiger won the U.S. Open against Rocco Mediate. I believe it was the U.S. Open. They were tied after 72 and then played an 18-hole playoff. What the hell? That didn't make a sense. That was strange. Alright, get a birdie, get the legend. Wow, that was uphill a good bit and it flew the entire way. Its entire distance it flew. Got the putt though. (1952). The final round was played under very windy conditions, with Sam Snead tied for the lead with Ben Hogan. Snead's even par 72 in the final round was good enough to pull away for a 4-stroke win, but the back nine was not without adventure. On the par 3 12th, Snead made a key bogey save after hitting into the water. He pitched it onto the fringe and sunk a chip shot. Recreate Snead's chip on the 12th hole, win in the circle, legend in the cup.
After winning his first green jacket in 1951, Hogan returned in 52 and hosted the first Masters Club dinner, popularly known as the Champions Dinner. But Hogan finished 7 strokes back of that year's winner, Sam Snead, shooting a 79 in windy conditions on Sunday.
Oh, wow. So 1952 is when they first started the Champions Dinner. Got it. The fastest one ever. Man, so I looked at, it was, I think, the past 12 or something. I can't remember. There was a little post on, like, past champions dinners and stuff. 1953. A final round collapse by Ben Hogan opened the door for Sam Snead to win in 1952. But the following year, Hogan would show no mercy. He set a record with a 72-hole total of 274 and won the first of 3 consecutive majors that year. Hogan finished with a 36-33-69 that gave him a 274 for the 72-hole Classic at the Augusta National Golf Club. Try to beat Hogan's score of the 33 on his final 9 holes. Win is 3 under, legend 5 under.
Ben Hogan nearly lapped the field at the 1953 Masters, winning by 5 to grab the first of 3 consecutive major titles that year.
And people give Bubba Watson shit for it, like the worst Champions Dinner ever recorded. And I'm like, when you read it, it's like, that's fine. Like, why are you guys like, this is the worst dinner? Because it's not insanely fancy? Like, not everything needs to be like it. Another thing I was reading was, so McElroy, you have to pay for the dinner if you're the champion. The next dinner, I mean, like, so like McElroy, apparently his, for a plate for a person, is like $300 and some dollars. And if you look at what everybody has on the, like, Sergio's dinner, Rory's dinner, Tiger's dinner, Bubba's is probably the cheapest. But I'm going to be honest, if you read everybody's dinner, it might be the only one where I would eat all of it. Because I don't like any seafood. And a lot of people have seafood on their menus. There's a lot of stuff that I don't like. Oh, what that was a good shot right there. Man, I'm trying to remember some. Like, Tiger had filet mignon. You know, I'd eat that. But then he also had, like, some fish. And I'm like, nah, no, get out of there. A lot of people have like lobster and stuff like that. Who was it? Hideki Matsuyama. He had a lot of stuff where I'm like, I don't know, I would have just skipped that dinner, I think. He had a ton of seafood on there. My girlfriend would have loved it. I would have been like, can I just get a side of fries or something? And of course, like, both Sergio and Rom, from what I remember, had stuff that, of course, represented their country. Spain. That's probably why Hideki had a lot of seafood. You know, all big in where he's from and stuff like that. And you know what's big where I'm from? A lot of the stuff Bubba had on his list. The only thing honestly with his that I think I would have replaced is the dessert, which was confetti cake. I'm not a big cake guy. Even like a cupcake, I take the frosting off. I don't care for frosting at all. For dessert, honestly, I probably would have had like tiramisu or something. That's the fanciest dessert I have ever eaten. And I think it's good. And I don't like coffee at all. I don't like coffee, the drink, but I love like coffee cake, tiramisu. I love coffee ice cream. It's very strange. Go! Oh, that one actually broke. What the hell? So all of a sudden the putts are breaking. Okay, sure. Whatever. 4 holes left to go to get 2 more birdies. Yeah, I wish I had the list in front of me of past champions dinners. Where's the pin? I think this should be good because it's downhill, a little bit into the wind. Why was that so far right? The lie was going left. It was only 4-mile-an-hour wind to the right. That was a bit strange. Uphill a little bit. 7-iron though, so this should be fine. Oh yeah. I didn't come back down. Alright, we're at our 5 under. Alright, so I have a list of like some of the past champions. And somebody asked, I saw that they asked Roy why he didn't go with a traditional Irish dinner, and he was like, because I want to enjoy it. So I think that's pretty funny. Ooh. So like, let's see. McElroy has an appetizer of peach and ricotta flatbread. Peach, disgusting. Bacon wrapped dates. Dates are, I hate those. Shrimp tempura. Grilled elk sliders. So like, out of all of the appetizers, I'd eat one. You know. This is me personally. You know, I don't like. I'm the pickiest person I think I've ever seen. Don't like a lot of stuff, and I wish it wasn't that way. I would love to be able to eat a lot more food, trust me, but just don't like it. Oh wow, okay, saw no break in that whatsoever, but I guess there was. Let's see, first course, yellowfin tuna. Ew, I ain't eating that. Main course, you have a choice of Wagyu filet mignon, which I would eat, or seared salmon, disgusting. Dessert, sticky toffee pudding. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Maybe I'd eat that? I have no idea. Now Scotty Scheffler, he's got his appetizers or cheeseburger sliders, which I'd eat, with my lactate pills, of course, because I can't eat dairy. And firecracker shrimp. Disgusting. Alright, 1953. Playing the best golf of his career, Ben Hogan enters only 7 events, but wins 5 of them, including all 3 of the majors he enters. With 9 holes to go in the final round, Sam Snead trailed Hogan by just 1 shot. Hogan made 3 birdies on the back 9, including a key birdie putt at 13, on his way to 6-shot victory over Sam Snead. Complete the event. Win each event. Legend each event. What? I better not have to play 4 18-hole rounds. His main first course is Texas-style chili. I'd eat that. Oh wait, he also had as an appetizer Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites. I'd eat that. Main course is cowboy ribeye or blackened red fish. I'd eat the ribeye. Dessert. I almost said
Ben
desert.
Hogan won his 4th U.S. Open title and his 2nd straight major championship, leading by just 1 shot over Sam Snead. With only 9 holes left in the final round, he made a pivotal birdie at the 13th. Okay, so it's recreating the birdie putt and the last 3 holes. Okay.
And then dessert, he had a warm chocolate chip skillet cookie. Honestly, I think Scheffler's might actually be the best one that I see. I don't think I read his maybe fully or something. Oh, that was close. I couldn't remember. I immediately forgot. Did I need to go more left or more right? I immediately forgot. Then you have John Rahm. What the hell? And I don't know what any of that is. I don't know what anything on John Rahm's is. Holy hell. We'll skip his.
Hogan would go on to shut the door with a couple of more birdies the final 3 holes.
And Scheffler had almost the same thing, except he had tortilla soup, which, the first time he won. Alright, 3 under is Legend, 1 under is the other one. Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't need that club. What the hell? Take the par. Then we got Hideki, which his appetizers are sushi, sashimi. Oh my god. He does have chicken skewers. Then blackened cod, Miyazaki Wagyu. I guess I'd eat that. And then strawberry shortcake. I don't think I'd eat that. So yeah. Hideki's, I'd be skipping. What? Uphill into the wind. Goes past what it said. Well, we got a birdie the last to just do the passing goal. Dustin Johnson, he had pigs in a blanket for his appetizer and lobster and corn fritters. I mean, pigs in a blanket, honestly, maybe I just haven't eaten the ones that are good. From what I've eaten, they're not that good. Oh, we gotta make this chip. I thought it would bounce a little bit more. Well, we gotta restart because we didn't get the event. That sucks. He's got a house salad or Caesar. I love a Caesar salad. And he's got mashed potatoes, spring vegetables as sides, main course filet mignon or sea bass. Gross. Dessert, peach cobbler and apple pie. Disgusting. I don't like any of that.
Hogan would go on to shut the door with a couple of more birdies the final 3 holes.
I mean, really what we're trying to do is we're going to have to make a long putt, I guess. Longer, anyway. There we go. Then you had Tigers in 2019. The Augusta roll, which is shrimp, tuna, and no. Then he had prime steak and chicken fajitas. Hell yeah. Then he had a dessert trio of classic flan. Never had it. Churros. I love churros, but I don't want them with filling. So many places where the dessert is churro always have like a strawberry filling or something. I just want a damn churro with no filling. Because I love a churro, but I do not like the fillings. And churros with chocolate sauce. See, having a sauce is fine as long as it's on the side. And sopapillas, I don't know what the hell that is. Like, is this going to break at all? Or is it just going to be dead straight? It broke a little bit. Then you had Patrick Reeves. Which is Caesar salad. I love a Caesar salad. Or a wedge salad. Don't care about that one. prime bone-in cowboy ribeye. Fine with that. Mac and cheese. Cream spinach. Disgusting. Nasty. Ugh. Corn creme brulee. Don't know what that is. Steamed broccoli. I love steamed broccoli. Dessert tiramisu. There you go. Chocolate crunch and praline cheesecake. I've actually, and this could be because I can't have dairy, I've never actually had a cheesecake. I feel like I wouldn't like it, but I take pills so that I can eat dairy, and having just a whole block of cheesecake, I'm like, I don't know if I want to take, I don't want to risk it, you know. What if the pills don't work as that well for like something that's solid dairy? Oh, what a putt. We got legend on the second try. (1954). In the 1954 Masters, after punching out from the trees after a wayward tee shot, Ben Hogan made a spectacular chip-in during the second round for a birdie on the 7th hole. Hogan would inevitably lose by just one stroke in the 18-hole playoff against Sam Snead, but it doesn't make his chip-in anything less than a stunning shot. Recreate Hogan's chip-in with an 8-iron as he did on the 7th hole for a birdie. Win in the circle, legend in the cup. And you have Sergio's, which... international salad, don't know what the hell the second thing is. And then tres leches cake. I don't think I like that. Don't like Sergio's. Danny Willett, mini cottage
Hogan's
pie, no.
helped get him into a playoff that he eventually lost by one stroke to Sam Snead. It was Hogan's third runner-up finish at Augusta.
But yeah, anyway, that's all I'm going to read of that. He's got the 8-iron. Oh, that thing runs a mile. I'm down within the circle. (1955). Legends Ben Hogan and Sam Snead, known as two of the greatest golfers to ever play, dominated competitive golf during their era, rivaling only each other. Hogan won more majors with 9 and 64 PGA Tour victories over his career, while Snead still holds the record for the most career PGA Tour victories ever with 82, and also won 7 majors. Stroke play against Ben Hogan and Sam Snead in 18 holes of regulation with 50s clubs. Win by 1 stroke, legend by 2 strokes. I played it instead of pushing A because I was like, what if it doesn't play? So.
Ben Hogan and Sam Snead were born within 6 months of each other and had major championship battles over their years. Both influenced the game heavily, Snead with his sweet swing and Hogan with his golf swing theory and legendary ball striking ability.
For this legend battle, you're... Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to lower my skills, not add to them. Because this is going to be 18 holes with 2 other people, I'll be skipping the shots, unfortunately. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to break. I don't know why I played that much break. Alright, nobody birdies the first. And I bogeyed it. Alright. Don't you love the inconsistency in break in this game? The long-ass putt I just had, which had more break than that little one, broke less. Like, what? How does that make any sense? I swear. Why they hit it punches from 130 some yards. Alright, still nobody under par. This gets us back to level. Three iron. Ugh. Let's hit it, because any wood's going to go long, and this needs to land before the green. Oh, the wind took it way too much. That wind shouldn't have taken it more than a couple of yards at the maximum, and with a 3 iron, probably not even that much. That was dumb. I think one of them bogeyed. Yeah, Hogan's now 1 over. He hit the tree, which, yeah, I can see why. Okay, how did one of them hit the tree, but they're nowhere near any trees? Because in this game, you hit a tree, it goes straight down, and you'll be directly under it. Hit the pin. I guess it moved the ball for them? Oh, he made it. Alright, everybody birdies this hole. Okay, I was like, I have to move it over here, but I swear I'm gonna hit this tree. Like I just barely missed it. Yeah, he hit the tree. Having some troubles. No way it breaks, I bet you. See? Alright. We got the 2 over Hogan. Only 1 over Sneed. We need 1 more to get the legend on it. Yeah, I'd say that needed to land a little shorter. Yeah. That's the one we need. Now we just need to stay ahead. Yeah, just trying to play for the front of that green. Now you chipped it in. That's why I underswung it. I thought, you know what? That 12 feet up probably isn't going to really do much. Using an iron. So is he. They both played this hole very differently. Yeah, I knew he wouldn't be able to go for it using an iron off the tee, or either one of them. I was like, what? Because I didn't think either one of them could get it far enough with an iron so that it carried past the, oh, I didn't break, see? It carried past any of those trees. That's a 5 under through 9 with a bogey on 1. So 2 pars, 6 birdies, and a bogey. Oh, is that stupid slow? That's alright. Oh! That was hilarious. First hole in one, I think, in a long time in one of these games. I mean, just... That's funny. Oh, man. Hits the... hits the side slope on the left side of the hole. Bounces just straight into the cup. I hit the trees. Man, Hogan 3 over. I know. I'm way too far left. Yeah. Trees are a real problem. There's a bunker right there. No, what? Is this gonna even be low enough as a punch? That wasn't a punch. Why does it keep changing my fucking shot type? Whatever. Stupid. Like, I noticed it changed it the first time, and then the second time I was like, maybe it's not. I don't know. And yeah, no, it still changed it. Dumbass game. Whatever, doesn't really matter. 7-shot lead with 5 holes to play. Man, that thing flew. That's how you do it. .337. Oh, wow. Okay. So the wind did literally nothing there. That's good to know. .13 mile an hour wind. It didn't help it a yard. Go! Alright. That took a decent... It took a good distance bounce, but a horrible direction bounce. Although I guess it could have been worse. Could have bounced to the right. Eagle. Alright, we got one hole to play. We have a 9-shot lead. We're 11 under. Snead is 2 under. Hogan is 1 over. Can Hogan get a birdie to at least finish the round level par? Let's find out. I did the right thing by underswinging it because I was like, you know what? I bet the uphill does nothing. But holy hell did that wind take it. Remember when the 13-mile-an-hour wind didn't do anything and that 12-mile-an-hour wind moved it 20 yards? Yeah. Crazy stuff. Insane how much that didn't break, right? Alright, even like the 1930s era in practice. The Hawk and Slammin' Sammy. Unlike Sam Snead and Ben Hogan. It's weird that it skipped that the first time. That, like, the first one of those, it just, like, skipped over it for some reason. I had to go back and do it. Very strange. But I do want to do this 1958 one. Well, no, it's Arnold Palmer. Okay. Well, then we'll just do every one of those. The legends. So we got 2, 3. There's 13 and then a legend. That's 14. I don't know. If we, maybe someone will be really quick. But anyway, that's where we're going to end this one. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you. Bye.